As you know, we just finished a very important discussion regarding the relocation proposal by the Raiders, which our owners approved overwhelmingly. You know that our goal is to have 32 stable franchises for each of those teams and also the league. We work very hard and never want to see a relocation of a franchise. That means exhausting our options and doing everything we possibly can to get a solution in the existing market.
Yeah, we're going to Vegas, baby. What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to the newest episode of the Realistic Rebuilds. It's teeny bit different here, as we are doing the Raiders, but we are controlling owner Mark Davis and not the returning legendary coach Jon Gruden, because after this season, we will be relocating the Raiders to try to keep course with real life to Las Vegas, and you can only do that when you're controlling the owner. So that kind of sucks, because we're not going to be able to get all the XP packages and stuff like that for Jon Gruden. But it is what it is. I feel like we still can get the job done. When you're looking at this team, obviously they are known for their good offensive line. However, they are getting up there in age, and for a 5-year rebuild, in reality, probably Osemele and Colton Miller are going to be, maybe Rodney Hudson will be the big three that we can really develop upon. Donald Penn's going to retire sooner than later. Jared Cook's a decent tight end at 84 overall, but he is 31, so he's not in our long-term plan. Same thing pretty much goes for starting running back Marshawn Lynch, who's 85, a scheme fit, but he's 32. Jordy Nelson's 86, a scheme fit, he's 33. This is a very old team that really, I mean, we need to hope that Derek Carr can develop and perform in the sim. Last year, really the last 2 years, since Madden 17, Derek Carr, and I'd probably say, you could probably say Derek Carr and Cam Newton are the two quarterbacks that are pretty highly regarded, pretty good base overall. They do absolutely terrible in the sim, so we need to hope that they can actually put it together. For all you guys that watch the Madden Ultimate Team series, obviously we got Hollywood Johnny Holton here. Hopefully he can make some plays. We're not going to get rid of him. But we have an 87 base offense. That is a good starting point here. 83 overall defense. Well, I mean, when you look at the strengths, it is Khalil Mack. This is Khalil Mack's team. We're using the updated rosters. They recently did sign DRC, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, who is, again, another aging corner, but he's still 32. He's pretty productive. We got Garyon Conley. Hopefully he can develop. We got some really good young players. I don't know if they're going to have the opportunity to develop. You got Arden Key, Maurice Hurst, PJ Hall from this draft class. The secondary is pretty much led by Carl Joseph in the safety spot. He's an 83. He should develop nicely. The linebacking core is pretty terrible. You got David Johnson. By David Johnson, I mean Derek Johnson, former Kansas City Chief. He's 35. Again, man, this team's so old. And you got Tahir Whitehead coming over from the Lions. He's actually pretty nice. I really do like his stats. 83, 28. Maybe we can salvage him for 5 years. It's unlikely. So it's a really awkward rebuild. Not only do we have to deal with the relocation process, but there's so many old guys that we have to replace. I guess the good news is that they're all like different ages of 30, so that we're not going to have to replace them all at once. So when we look at where we want to get better year one, we already know that Donald Penn's got to retire after year one. We probably know we're going to need a new middle linebacker. Penn and Derek Johnson are probably the two guys that we're looking at replacing right away. So let's get into it with the Raiders, man. Everyone knows there's a soft spot in my heart for the Raiders. I am I don't want to say football historian, but I've watched a lot of old football, like flashbacks, trying to see what the great teams used to be, and looking at the in-prime Raiders back when they used to have Ted Hendricks, Jack Tatum, Lyle Alzado. It looked like it was an awesome time to be a football fan, so I do have a soft spot for the Raiders. That means I really do want to win them a Super Bowl. So let's get into it. So for whatever reason, the computer just said, yeah, you're relocating right now in 2018. So just to let you know that we're going to be taking the Raiders from their home in Oakland to Las Vegas. Mid-season point of year one, we've already started the relocation to Las Vegas to become the Las Vegas Raiders, and we're 4-2. This is like kind of the awkward thing with the Raiders. Even though they're moving, it's more so based upon like the funding and stuff they got from Oakland. They're actually got a good team. You always kind of put in your head that when a team relocates, they're absolute butt cheeks, and they're trying to just change everything. But that's not really the case with the Raiders. I think the Raiders are a team that if they can stay healthy and get everything clicking with Jon Gruden, they could very well be a playoff contender in the AFC West. So right now, in our 2018 season, we are 4-2. We got a couple of little XP points to spend there, but we are first in the AFC West. Chargers 4-3. Chiefs are looking terrible. The Patty Mahomes era off to a rough start. We need to talk about negotiations. I know most Raider fans want to see this happen in real life. Just seal the deal with Khalil Mack. There's like, oh, is he going to get traded? Oh, is he going to get re-signed? Look, the better bonus, fine. We'll come back. We'll hammer it out round 2. But, I mean, Khalil Mack's probably the most talented player on the defensive side of the ball. Like, he's top 5. He's top 5 guy on the defensive side of the ball. When you look, oh, my God, we got a lot of old dudes. Okay, Mario Edwards. We'll see if we can get him to come back. He looks like he's going to develop nicely on the front. Great, phenomenal. We're cheap and no one's coming back. I think we're going to need to look at Rashawn Melvin for sure on a 1-year deal. Great, doesn't want to come back. I mean, like, changing it. Okay, we got Marshawn Lynch is actually developing this year. There we go. Obviously, Marshawn's going to want to stick around. But yeah, this again, it comes at an awkward time. Like 1-year deals, it's not that bad. But we got a 3-year deal for a guy that's 31. We don't have an immediate replacement. Like, that's going to be the gamble. Is that there's not a lot of depth, young depth either on this team. So we're going to have to probably get into some ugly contracts with some old players that aren't going to develop until we can straight up draft or find one via free agency. But we'll make sure we hammer a deal for Khalil Mack, and then we'll find up and pick up at the end of the season, hopefully in the playoffs. Just gonna put this in for the Raider fans there. Just, Khalil Mack can and will resign if you pay him. Season's end, and we did not make the playoffs. I'm gonna guess we were first, second team out. 9-7, second in the AFC West. Where does that put us in general? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, first team out. First team out of the playoffs. That kind of stings. I think that's probably the range, though. Raiders fans should probably get their expectations. I think the Raiders are a team that, they are having a slight cultural change with Jon Gruden coming in. I think the Raiders are between an 8 and 10 win team, so in the middle ground there's fine, but definitely stings when you are the first team out of the playoffs. But it's only year 1 of a 5-year rebuild. Derek Carr, I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, the stats aren't great for the yards. I would expect maybe a little bit more in the passing yards, but 24 touchdowns, 8 picks, considering that we don't really have our own influence over the offense yet in terms of our players at wide receiver, our tight end, our running backs, and really our offense. Well, our offensive line's fine, but skill position players aren't the guys I want long term, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that once we get some guys, he'll start performing at a higher level. No 1,000-yard rusher because, let's be honest, the sim is just terrible for running because we have a really good offensive line. Receiving 77 catches, 960 yards, 8 TDs from Jordy Nelson. Other than that, no one really had a notable season. Mari Cooper, 650 and 2. Defensively, 131 tackles, a sack, and 3 picks from Kyle Joseph. 126 from Derek Johnson, 2.5 sacks, 3 picks. 113 tackles, 2 picks from Garyon Conley, getting his first starts of his career. I don't think he played very much as a rookie, if at all. I know he had the suspension and stuff. Leading the team, we had Khalil Mack with 10 sacks, 14 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 10 TFLs from Maurice Hurst. That's a great year from him. And those are the interceptions. Looking at the yearly awards very quickly, MVP went to Carson Wentz, not surprised. In the AFC, Offensive Player of the Year went to Le'Veon Bell. We had no one. Defensive Player of the Year went to Miles Jack, with Derek Johnson coming in at number 8. I might have to re-sign Derek Johnson if he wants to play another year. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Josh Allen with no Raiders. Make notice, I don't think the Raiders really have any super good rookies. Tremaine Edmonds won Defensive Rookie of the Year with Maurice Hurst coming in at number 8. So we're moving to Vegas. New year, new me. Hashtag like we're on Instagram. Hopefully we can make a splash in free agency. I really want to get younger in general on this team. So let's pop into the offseason. I've got suggestions that people always want to see the Super Bowl winner, and I'm just going to do it this period from now on. It was the Dallas Cowboys in Super Bowl 53, beating the New England Patriots 34-21. That's how you know we're living in a fantasy world. Here in free agency, and because we have the relocation, we have no available funds to essentially give anyone a signing bonus, so we can't sign anyone year 1. Awesome. Great start to the rebuild. Good luck. All right. Give you a $30,000 bonus. Oh, yes. 45, because that's all we can offer. Hey, let's add you a little bit more to your bonus there. Let's give you, let's say, like $1 million. What's a reasonable? There we go. Give you $1 million bonus. Oh, you don't have the funds. We're going to sign 0 players. I need to pull off the best draft of my life. All right, here with the draft, we have a couple good options here. It's a tough call. You get A.J. Brown at wide receiver because Jordy Nelson retired. We need that playmaker on the outside. Really, it's kind of between that, or we look at someone like Shaquille Quarterman, who is a perfect fit for that old school style Raider, or like an outside linebacker. There's no real scheme fits, though. We have Coney from Notre Dame. So I think I'm going to pull the trigger on the skill position player, and we're going to add A.J. Brown from Ole Miss, debatably the top wide receiver in the class. And he turns out to be a 78 quick, scheme fit, great pick. For our next pick, we're laughing at pick 20. We've seen him in the Toronto Huskies series. We know that he can be a monster. So we're going to look at bringing in Rodney Anderson, the back. Even though we need a power back and he's elusive, he's 220. He's built like a power back. Marshawn Lynch got hit with that 6-point regression, so we need a new runner. So it's going to be easy to go after and get Rodney Anderson, 79 star dev. All right, pick 3. We're getting the last of the only decent-looking tight ends, Albert Okwingbunam. Probably butchered that, but from Mizzou, sure, why not? Bring him in, 76 normal, scheme fit. After not being able to sign any free agent, I think we had an exceptional draft class, bringing in A.J. Brown, wide receiver at Ole Miss, round 1. Rodney Anderson, 79 running back, star dev, I believe, round 2. Can I buy a vowel? Let's see if I can actually pronounce it. Quegbunan, whatever. I like the bot. We call him Big A. We'll call him Big Al. Big Al, 76 tight end, normal dev. We got Kendall Joseph from Clemson. We got J.R. Reed from Georgia. Imam Marshall in the 6th round at corner, 73. And look at this. Jamel Dean from Auburn, 70 overall. So the worst pick of the draft. But he does have that quick dev trait, and he is a scheme fit. So all in all, I'd give that for the Oakland Raiders. The last time we can call them the Oakland Raiders, I'd give them, that's like an A- draft right there as we head into year 2. Year 2 is here. We are now officially the Las Vegas Raiders. We open up the season against the Houston Texans. Now here's our team. It was a tough one. Our funds are at $19 million, so at least we'll be able to sign people next offseason. But that kind of killed us this year, as we could not sign any free agents. So we had to do all of our building through the draft. So we need to welcome here Rodney Anderson, who we will make the starter at running back. We also got we're called Big Al. We got BGA over here for the South Park fans. 76 overall. We got A.J. Brown, our first round pick out of Ole Miss, expecting big things from him. Him and Amari Cooper as the future of the receivers. There's still an 85 overall offense. Defense is an 81. We're still hurting a little bit on the defensive side. We have 3 good D tackles, and the rest of the D-line is a work in progress, to say the least. But we're going to make Mo Hurst the starter here because he has obviously a lot more upside. Secondary, Garyon Conley. It's his time to shine, as we could not re-sign Rashawn Melvin. We got 5th round draft pick Imam Marshall from USC, Jamel Dean from Auburn. These 2 guys are going to try and do something, along with a pretty weak linebacking core outside of Tahir Whitehead. We got Kendall Joseph, the rookie from Clemson. Pretty much J.R. Reed, another rookie from Georgia. Well, this is going to be going from one of the oldest defenses to one of the youngest defenses in the league. But I can say, outside of Khalil Mack, who's at 99, Carl Joseph's already up to a 91 overall. He's developing like a monster, and there may be a shot that we have 2 99s feature on this defense. I think this year might be kind of rough, though, because we were unable to do anything in free agency. But let's get into the season and find out. Midway point of the season, 3-4, which, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of almost expecting a little bit worse. And we're right in the hunt still in the AFC West, only 2 games back from the lead, and trying to, actually, we take on the divisional leaders, Kansas City Chiefs, right now this week, so that'd be nice. Looking at our contract extensions, though, we could actually spend a little bit of money. Carl Joseph absolutely needs to come back. He's a 93, and I'm pretty sure with how well he's developing, he'll get to a 99. Rodney Hudson absolutely needs to come back. At 30, I found offensive lines more often than not do hold their value. Amari Cooper, what's going on, dude? Oh, everyone wants more bonus because we have no money to spend. Outside of that, I mean, I think it's time for Penn and Bruce Irvin to move on, to carry on. So let's make sure that we can lock up Amari Cooper and Rodney Hudson, and then take the rest of the money and go in free agency. Season's end, and not surprising at all, we did not make the playoffs. Our team actually looks pretty good, though. 87 offense, 83 defense. Some of these guys are developing nicely. Anderson's about to be an 84 overall, so that's that plus 5 within a season. So I expect his stats to look kind of all right. But finished 3rd in the AFC West with a 6-10 record. Again, couldn't sign any free agents, so that's kind of what hurt us a little bit. 3,500 yards, 21 TDs, 13 picks for Derek Carr. I hope to God that's not the Madden curse. kind of oozing its way out here. Rodney Anderson, ooh, I mean, okay, 800 yards, almost 900. It will be generous, really generous. 900 yards and 6 touchdowns. What do you do on a receiving front? 300 and a. So we got about 1,000 yards of scrimmage and 7 touchdowns. I don't know if that's warranted of a +5. Murray Cooper, 69 catches, 900 yards, 6 TDs, 71 catches for the rookie. A.J. Brown, 650 and 3, but nothing was really that great on the offense. Defensively, Tahir White had 127 tackles, 7 TFLs, 4.5 sacks, 111 tackles from the rookie Iman Marshall. We got 15.5 sacks from Khalil Mack. And on the interception front, only 3 picks all season long. Not good enough, man. We need to spend some cash. I'm not even gonna look. Well, you know what? We'll see if any of our rookies showed up. I'm gonna firmly expect though that we're not gonna have very many, if any, of these award winners. Nothing there. Khalil Mack, runner up, number 2. I'll take that. Offensive rookie of the year, Rodney Anderson. That's probably why we got all of the bonuses, because he got the offensive rookie of the year award. A.J. Brown coming at number 3. So Big Al coming at 7. 3 of our rookies coming on the offense. Defensive rookie of the year, Iman Marshall at 4. Kendall Joseph at 5. That's a lot of production here out of our rookies, which is pretty much all we could have hoped for this year, as it was pretty much a wash because we couldn't spend any money. So year 2. Let's spend some money. Spend some of that Vegas money, baby. Super Bowl 54 in the 2019 season was won by the Jacksonville Jaguars, 35-19. Look at the Redskins showing up. We did the rebuild career revival of Adrian Peterson. I thought it was shocking that the Redskins made the Super Bowl. It's just a thing that happens in the sim, I guess. All right, it's time to drop some stacks. And there's actually a couple uncommon players we've seen. So we got TJ Green, 86 overall at 25. That seems pretty ridiculous. I thought he's been pretty shit for the Colts. Either way, we can bring him in. Him in combination with Karl Joseph would be lethal. Jack Conklin got kind of slipped away from the Titans. He would be a starting right tackle. Shaq Thompson at outside linebacker, and Reggie Ragland inside. These were all, top leading bids. I'm going to be furious if we don't get at least 3 of these 4 players. So here's a draft recap. We were able to sign all 4 of those free agents, which is huge. And then in the first round of pick 9, we got a 77 quick dead and quarter, which we made CJ Henderson from the University of Florida. Not a scheme fit, but still is gonna be a monster, and we needed a corner big time. The rest of our draft was pretty good. 75 Fisher Wims did not attend the combine. Seems like that's kind of making its way back from Madden 17. More often than not, when a guy didn't attend the combine, he's been pretty damn good. 74 tight end here with a star dev, Ross Crosby. Welcome to the squad. 76 O-line, 74 corners, 72 QB, just a flyer. Trying to find a backup, maybe in case Carr does not work out. Norman Baton from Georgia Tech, 72. Good draft, good free agency period. Year 3, I'm saying playoffs. So year 3, our team is looking actually drastically better. On the offensive side, all a bunch of killers. No one below a B grade except for the tight end spot, which is a work in progress, and at least we got the scheme fit for an 85 base defense. We have Rodney Hudson on a franchise tag, so hopefully we'll be able to hammer out a long-term deal with him. And on the defensive side, 89 overall. Big-time changes across the board. First-round draft pick CJ Henderson's going to get the start with Garyon Arden Key is making his start as the replacement for Bruce Irvin. We got TJ Green, who actually we had 1 skill point when we got him, so we made him a scheme fit. Reggie Ragland, Shaq Thompson. Freaking look at that, man. Karl Joseph, 94, and he's getting ready to be a 95 sooner than later. This defense is looking scary. We get in playoffs this year. I feel it in my palms. Coming out of the bye at the midway point, we are 4-3, which is, of course, the year that we're not dog shit. The AFC West is going to be the year full of killers. Broncos 5-3. I mean, we're still not out of it. But it's not looking the best. Look at contract extensions. Yeah, we're gonna for sure look at bringing back Garyon Conley, Assembly, and Roddy Hudson. We'll see if they offer or accept. Oh my God, why do we have no funds? That's a glitch, man. That has to be a glitch. We're gonna have to just offer these guys outrageous amounts of money to come back on the team. Base salary. What? Mine? How do you not have any money? You broke asshole. Season's end, and we didn't make the playoffs, which sucks. Another year, Derek Carr did not develop a single point. Sucks. Guaranteed stats probably look pretty shit. Even though we have an 86 overall team, 87 offense, 91 defense, which is, if you're just talking about like base teams that you start off with in Madden, there'd be like a top 5 team right there. You can only do so much with the rebuild. Second in the AFC West, three-way tie for 7-9 as the Chargers ran away with it. Let's see what Derek Carr with his 20-some touchdowns and 10 picks. Picks are down, but no matter, we have a 91 overall wide receiver, a pretty good offensive line, a good running back, and an 85 secondary wide receiver, and you're still doing that. Derek Carr sucks the sim. It's a proven fact. It's just a fact of life, the pain of doing a rebuild of the Raiders. 1,000 yards for Rodney Anderson, 6 touchdowns. That's pretty good. 5 fumbles, though, is kind of yikes. A.J. Brown, 600 yards, 5 TDs. Almost 800 yards, 8 TDs from Switzer, 803 from Cooper. Almost 505 from Big Al. Defensively, 143 tackles, 4.5 sacks from free agency signing Reggie Ragland. 96 tackles and a pick from our first-round draft pick, C.J. Henderson. We got 14.5 sacks, Khalil Mack. 8 from Mo Hurst. That's actually not that bad. Plus, well, I mean, it's Khalil Mack, not that bad. 18 tackles for loss as well. 5 sacks, 6 TFLs for Arden Key, making his debut as a starter. And again, our secondary has been pretty bad. Look at the yearly awards just very quick. Alvin Kamara won the MVP. Offensive Player of the Year, we're probably not going to have anybody. Defensive Player of the Year, probably. Oh, look, Khalil Mack and Reggie Ragland coming in at 7 and 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Ross Crosby, our backup tight end at 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Henderson. Wims, backup linebacker, 2 and 3. Another just bad year. Again, I'm going to tell you right now, with a shitty sim quarterback, this is going to probably have to go to year 5, where I can actually control the team. And that still has to, they still got to make the playoffs. But let's jump into the offseason. Super Bowl 55. Philadelphia Eagles going over the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-11. Better believe I'm going to be showing you anytime the Philadelphia Eagles win a Super Bowl, getting their second Super Bowl ever. That would be an awesome Super Bowl game too, by the way. Now let's get into the offseason and hopefully make Mark Davis broke again. As we actually, I can't tell if that's negative funds, $26 million, or we actually have been able to gain $26 million. Either way, that's not a whole lot, because considering most rebuilds where we don't relocate, we have like $60, $70, $80 million. Free agency week going in. 99 overall, Trey White, get on our team. C.J. Henderson's a slot corner. That's his style. Perfect fit. Conley and Trey White on the outside. Ibukam would come in. We can get him and be our starting right outside linebacker. And obviously, we're going to bring back the greatest kicker in the league, Eddie Pinejo, former Florida Gator, to add with, his Gator partner, who actually is on the Raiders anyway, Johnny Townsend. Draft recap after a very good free agency period. Obviously, he told me at a perfect 99. Things are looking good. So at pick 13, we got Ashley Moody, wide receiver from South Dakota, 78 normal. There's only really a right guard that we're considering in the first round. So I figured why not splash and try to get our third wide receiver. Then it was just straight up depth. Best tackle, best player available, 76 here. Malast from Oregon State. Third round, 75 normal dev DE from Washington. And then probably our best pick of the draft in the fourth round, just a depth tackle out of Florida. Star, because he's a Gator. Rashard Roberts, beautiful. And then the back of the draft was actually quite shit. Who says I can't draft? But no, I'm not going to lie. We pretty much just pull all of our assets in free agency this year. As for the love of God, Derek Carr, do something in year 4 that makes me not regret keeping you as my quarterback. Looking at how our team's going to be shaping up year 4, we actually look pretty scary. 89 overall team, 89 offense. No new additions outside of our first round draft pick wide receiver. And really no weaknesses in general. C+ here at right guard, but we'll take it. We'll still be fine. 95 overall defense. We got Khalil Mack, literally the only guy that's not good, even though he had good season, like 7, 8, 9 tackles for loss, 6, 7 sacks, Arden Key. But the perfect 99, Trey White, Conley, C.J. Henderson, who actually has a skill point. Welcome there. 81. This might be a defense we can make a 99 at some point. Because all these guys still are growing and developing. This is a young, I would guess the average age of this defense is like 27, 28 in that range. So things are looking pretty scary for this 89 overall Las Vegas Raiders team. 7-9 last year, not good enough. At minimum 9 wins this year. That's minimum. That's minimum, accepting that we're gonna have to take this to a year 5 and me really controlling the team and taking over for them to win. Minimum 9 wins. Midway point, we're 1-5. Derek Carr is so bad, man. So bad in the sim. You have 6 fucking touchdowns with this offense, an 89 overall offense. You're terrible. Absolutely. We got to change. I'm changing the scheme or something. Scheme or playbook. West Coast zone run. There we go. Who has a West Coast power run? Who has a West Coast zone run? Philly? West Coast zone run. Let's try that out. Because it's not getting the job done here, Gruden. At all. 6 touchdowns with an 80-something plus offense? Grow up. I don't know. I don't know how you continue to suck with a good offense and the scariest defense that the league's ever seen. 5-10-1. Let's see what kind of great. Derek Carr might be, I like Derek Carr in real life. He's probably one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. Derek Carr is dog shit in Madden. Dog shit in the sim. My God, man. What more do you need? 1,000-yard running back. You got him. Receivers. You got 90, fringe 90, good young tight end, really good dual threat type back, and Rodney, who actually thinks a 90 now. Do something. Defensively, Reggie Ragland, 127 tackles, 100 tackles here for Kyle Joseph. We got 9 sacks. Khalil Mack, 21 tackles for loss. Who are the TFLs? Can't run against this team. Sacks, no, it's just collective group, pretty damn good. Interceptions are average. A couple doubles there for Trey White and Conley, but as a whole, a very impressive defense. Zeke Elliott got the MVP. Let's see here. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Shea Patterson. Okay, there's a new name. Defensive Player of the Year went to Devin White. We had no one. Offensive Rookie of the Year, our wide receiver, first-round wide receiver, Moody, coming in at number 2. Defensive Rookie of the Year, 2 of them. Hey, there we go. Actually, only 1. Hayes at number 9. I don't know, man. I'm pretty much already prepared for the Panthers rebuild to suck ass because Cam Newton is also as terrible as Derek Carr is in the sim. But I mean, whatever, man. We still got a decent amount of cap. I don't know again if that's incorrect. Is minus $45 million of funds or minus $42 million worth of funds or plus $42 million worth of funds. We'll find that once we get into once we get into the free agency period. But we're going into year 5, Super Bowl or bust. Let's hope something happens. If not, I'm going to be very frustrated. With only $1 million, $1.5 billion of cap room, because we did all of our signing last year, let's get to the draft. Oh, this rebuild's been brutal. Year 5 draft time, I'm making the executive decision. We have the number 2 overall pick. I'm getting this quarterback, Gary Yount. Don't care. 80 overall quick, you're our starter. Fuck Derek Carr. Draft recap, we have our new franchise starter out of Tennessee, Gary Yount. 98, we got Josh Allen regen here. 98 throw power, don't care. He got to be better than what we have. 76 D end here, Mason Stardev, beautiful pick out of Alabama. Kind of whiffed on that one. The 5th round, a 77 overall running back, Ashley Randall from Southern Arkansas. We got a punter. Good draft. New franchise starter. All right, Derek Carr era is nixed. It's the Yount time, baby. I know you're asking yourself, how do I sit in this computer chair as I record this with nuts the size of mine? Moving on from Derek Carr, going to the Yount era, and we get into the playoffs. 11-5 too. One of those just annoying, like 11-5 clearly should be a bye, especially in the weak AFC. But we have to, go the long road. I don't care. Yount era is here. 91 offense, 91 base team. Scariest defense we've had in a rebuild. 99 overall defense. And that was predominantly just built. That was built with our team. We got Max 99. Kendall Joseph's a 98. We got our linebacking core that we pretty much bought. TJ Green that we bought. Trey White that we bought. But our defensive line is all in-house signings. Conley's an 87. Henderson and draft picks in 86. Good luck doing anything against this. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The play of the moment. Oh, it's year 5. I was just going to say. The play of the moment sim, just 99 defense. Might as well have a 57 overall defense in the play of the moment sim because teams are just going to go up and down the field on your ass. But now we got the Yount era. All right, man. 9-5-1 Browns. Let's start it out. Come on, Chucky. Come up with a game plan. That's what he's calling right now. He's calling his wife. Hey, man, I'm getting ready to play some football. And boy, do I love football. And I think we're going to win against the Cleveland Browns, man. But we got to do really, really good. As Mark Davis is spent negative $57 million. This is, we got to win a Super Bowl and just forget about this rebuild ever happened. It's an absolute shit show. All right, first up, wild card playoff. Cleveland Browns, they going down. I guess we should also look at the stats. My bad. Looking at the stats. Yount. I mean, that's actually not that hot. 3,600 passing yards, 28 TDs, 11 picks. Might have got offensive rookie of the year, though. Carried by the running attack, Rodney Anderson, 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. On the receiving front, Amari Cooper led the team. 68 catches, 900 yards, 7 TDs. 940 and 6 from Moody. Defensively, 129 tackles, 4 sacks from Shaq Thompson. We got 8.5 sacks, Khalil Mack, 8 Mo Hurst. We got a couple picks. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, for a 99 overall defense, I would expect a little bit more. Quick look at the yearly awards. MVP went to Ezekiel Elliott. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Le'Veon Bell. Rodney Anderson coming in at 7. Defensive Player of the Year went to Devin White. Shaq Thompson coming at 9. Yount era himself coming in as your Offensive Rookie of the Year. Our backup running back Randall at number 4. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we had Mason, D-tackle, I think. D-tackle D-end at number 5. So those are the stats. Not too worried about it. Let's go put 2 scoops up the Browns. It's a butt joke. Poop scoop. Oh, let's go Rodney Anderson. 2nd and goal on the 3. Gets in. Raiders up early. Oh, come on, Gary! Throw Jamarcus Russell 2.0, but it's Yount era. Yount era sounds like something that... Yount sounds like a disease, and the disease is winning. Vegas goes up 14-6 just before half. Oh, Big Al, you piece of shit! Oh, right there, baby. That's a touchdown. 81. We're close. We're close. Come on, Yount. We're down to the Browns. 2 C4 special time. I'm bringing it to you live right now. We're going C4 special. I've only run the ball like 7 times because our offensive line has been able to get nothing. But it is the Browns, though. I mean, full credit. I'm frustrated because it's year 5, but the Browns are a team that gets really, really good. So we're gonna need it. We're gonna need to shut this shit down. Hey, we have a 99 overall defense. Play like it. And we got it. That was the last touchdown. 21-16. We are moving on to the AFC divisional round. Gary Yount era. 200 yards and a touchdown. Rodney Anderson, 37 yards, but 2 TDs. As this shaky-looking offense was bailed out by 4 turnovers from the defense on Baker Mayfield. Finally, a 99 overall defense. Let's see what we got here for actually our turnovers. Well, of course, unless the game's lying to me. We got, forced fumbles then, right? Forced fumbles. 2 forced fumbles, Khalil Mack. Don't know where the other turnovers are. I mean, I don't know, man. The game's kind of broken. Yeah, we're moving on. We're moving on. Oh, phenomenal. Who else will we be playing other than the Jags? Heaven forbid you could get an AFC playoff run without going up against the most unstoppable defense in the game. Third 2 on the 4, trying to score. Rhymes. Has to happen. Has to happen. That was a sick rhyme. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Throw on the run to Moody. Hashtag Yount era. Get Yount. Uncurable Yount. 1st and goal on the 10. Trying to take a lead here halfway through the 3rd quarter. Oh, right there. Lead him. Lead him. Amari Cooper. I think that's the first time Amari Cooper's done anything for us so far, being our best skill position player. That's not, Yount. That was good. Beating Jalen Ramsey. Oh, 2nd and 10 in overtime. And it's over. A.J. Brown has sunk the Jags 26-20. I thought for sure when this game, it was really boring, was going to overtime, we were going to get slapped. And we bite them on the play action pass. Shout out to EA for patching the play action pass so you can actually get some pass protection and not just eat a sack every single time. But just like that, the Las Vegas Raiders are continuing their run, and we're heading to the AFC Championship. Oh my God, the kid's gone! Moody! What a block from Amari Cooper! This guy's like my slowest dude! First play of the game. Just take it 75 yards to the house. We just beat the Jags. Texans don't stand a chance. Oh my God, literally the same play. We just let a slants develop. And Amari Cooper's gonna, oh my God, he's taking it to the house! 2 straight touchdowns on 2 straight slant plays. This is gonna be ugly. We're gonna drop a 50 bomb. Oh, come on. See if we can sim this one out for a little bit. My kid woke up. I want my team to actually rebuild to win. Come on. Come on, 31-19. This game's a shootout. We're battling, though, back and forth. Our defense is actually making a couple stands here and there. 38-19. Oh, hold on. For the love of God, hold on. Do something. There we go. I think that's good enough to get us over the line. This is a shootout, though. One hell of a game in the AFC Championship. My team actually, for the most part, did their job. I didn't have to come in and use it, God, even though we got two really easy slants right at the bat. Yount era is live and well. 433 passing yards, 5 touchdowns on the day as the Vegas Raiders are heading to the Super Bowl with a 45-33 victory over the Houston Texans. Super Bowl versus Dallas. Oh, hit that young jock. You better believe it's going down. Oh, right there. Let's go, Amari. Married to the house, 7-3. Oh, let's go! Oh! Touchdown Raiders in the fourth quarter. Old school. This is like a game from the 70s. It's playing like a game from the 70s. 10-10, nothing going on. But then Rodney Anderson takes it in almost uncontested, but battles his way at the line. Look at this. Great run blocking. Gotta take more than one Cowboy to bring my boy down. 17-10. Oh, shoulder shrug. Oh, here we go. Popping the most successful play in the history of the NFL. The QB knee. As the Vegas Raiders have done it. A thing of beauty. Takes us to 4-3 in the Madden 19 season. 4 rebuilds, 4 wins, 3 losses. As long as we're back in the positive column. And I didn't think it was going to happen. It wasn't going to happen if we had that buster that just made a tackle, Derek Carr, as our quarterback. I almost challenge you guys after watching this. If you can, in a sim, not cheesing, no forced wins, nothing like that, can you make Derek Carr not only like just make the playoffs, but can you make him a good quarterback? Because I don't think it can be done. We had to, into the final year from the 4th draft into the 5th season, draft Yount, get Yount era, basically Jamarcus Russell, Josh Allen combined into one. And he had to carry our ass to a Super Bowl. We had a dominant team. 99 overall defense. The best defense we've had in a rebuild. And it still took us having to just straight up take our 87 quarterback, sit his ass on the bench, and roll with, what, an 80 overall rookie? And the rookie was able to get it done, which leads me to believe that Derek Carr is absolutely cursed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I'm not looking forward to the Carolina Panthers rebuild. And look at that. That's still glitched as hell. There's no way in hell Mary Cooper got Super Bowl MVP. Rodney Anderson had like 200 yards. Fix that. It's the little things, EA. But we got it done, man. We got it done with the Las Vegas, formerly known as the Oakland Raiders. And we got a Super Bowl title. As always, guys, let me know in the comment section below what team you want to see me rebuild next weekend. Because midweek, we are coming back. The most notorious rebuild in history. The Chicago Bears is back. NFL took the first video down. They're not taking the next one. I hope you guys are ready for that. As always, if you're first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Why you all about my business? Yeah, I've been working hard, always keeping to myself. Why you acting like a witness? Man, trying to get a piece once I'm getting all this wealth.